Hello there, and welcome to our third or next unit, Early African Societies and the Bantu Migrations. So kind of two subjects here in one unit, one dealing with ancient Egypt, which you can see on the map there, is technically in Africa, though we usually think of it as the Middle East today, or part of the Middle East today. And then in the second part of this unit, we'll look at developments in sub-Saharan Africa, as it's usually called, meaning because it's below, south of the Sahara Desert, all of the green area you see there. The Sahara Desert is the northern fourth or so, third of the continent, which you kind of see in desert-like colors. But more specifically than that, we're going to zero in on the Bantu migrations during the period you see on the map labeled there. So the Bantu-speaking peoples had an outsized influence on sub-Saharan Africa by migrating from the region you see at the first arrow and two into other regions. And sometimes they weren't welcome and fought their way in. Other times, they were able to establish themselves peacefully, but ended up having a huge cultural influence on many different groups in this, big chunk of Africa over the long haul. And so a great deal of Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, after the fact, is influenced by Bantu uh, culture. With regard to the pyramids, you see on the right of the screen here, this, of course, is probably the most famous feature of ancient Egypt. I mean, it's the most famous to us today in popular culture. And ancient Egypt is kind of the second of many agrarian or agricultural empires that we'll look at in this class. There was some interaction between ancient Egypt and sub-Saharan African peoples, but to a limited degree. We won't be exploring that too much. Our text does somewhat, but the uh, physical barriers were rather formidable, not just desert, but then mountains, basically between the desert and the savanna areas and further south jungle areas of sub-Saharan Africa. So we're not so much taking these two, Egypt and the Bantu migrations, kind of in conjunction with each other. The similarity in this case is the time period and the fact that they're both in Africa. So I'm not going to be related to them as much as our textbook does.